Euroforum UG, where we address Ugandans from Europe, USA, Asia, Africa, Australia, and all over the globe. We share experiences, opinions, and expertise on current affairs, educative lifestyle, religion, and family matters. Follow, subscribe, and like our social media platforms: Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok at Euroforum UG. You can also join our live shows every weekend on our social media platforms. For more information, visit our social media platforms or email us at euroforumug@gmail.com or WhatsApp us on +4740 574040. Euroforum UG, communicating with peers.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to you, all our viewers on Euroforum Uganda. We are back again, and it is the 21st of December 2024, and it is a festive season. How are you doing? I hope the good Lord has kept you all alive and kicking to enjoy this merry, merry time. Merry Christmas to each and every one of you out there. Welcome once again to a journey of calm in the chaos, in a world that never seems to slow down. Finding peace might feel like chasing the wind. But what if I told you that peace isn't out there? It is actually within, waiting to be uncovered. Are you ready to uncover that? Well, today with me is a beautiful lady all the way from Canada, and we'll be talking about the art of mindful living. Exploring simple yet powerful ways to reclaim your calm and bring balance to your busy life. Let's hit pause together and embrace the moment, starting now. The topic today is how to find peace in a busy world. With me in the studio is a lady, a wonderful one, who will be introducing herself at a much later stage. But for now, I'm going to request her to join me sing a Merry Christmas song to all of you, our viewers. So, Lady Nicole, we're going to sing a Merry Christmas to all our viewers out there. And I will start and you can join me. 1, 2, 3, we go. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas.
And
a
happy
New Year. Merry
Oh my
Christmas
God.
to
You
you
didn't
all,
tell me
our
I'm going
dear
to
viewers.
sing. I need to prepare when I'm going to sing because my voice is prepared.
No, it is very okay. When we are in the festive mood, a festive season, it doesn't really matter. It is actually the thought that matters, not the voice. None of us is a musician. None of us is an artist. So it doesn't really matter. Nicole, you're most welcome to Euroforum once again. Without you, we are nothing. And that is why I would like to thank all our viewers out there for being here with us and to also wish you all a Merry Christmas. Before we start our show today, allow me request each and every one of you to humble yourselves for a word of prayer, like it is the norm with your one and only host, Samantha L, all the way from Finland. Let's bow our heads down for a word of prayer. Mighty Father, would like to thank you for this beautiful and wonderful time. Thank you, Lord, for bringing us this far. There's so many people, Lord, that haven't made it to this day. But Father, we are grateful and thankful that we are here. Thank you for all the blessings that you have bestowed upon us. And Father, we pray that even as we wait to celebrate the birth of your Son, Jesus Christ, that we are healthy and celebrate with our loved ones. We love you and glorify your name. In Jesus' mighty name I've prayed. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Thank you very much. Now to you all our viewers, I'm going to request the lovely lady with me today to kindly take the stage and introduce yourself. You're most welcome to Euroforum, and the floor is all yours.
Thank you. Hello, viewers. It's nice to have you. It's nice for me to be here anyway. So my name is Nicole, and my name is Nandudu Nicole, and I am based in Canada. I've been here Quite a bit. And one thing for sure about being here, because I came straight from home in Uganda, is you need to have a state of mind that helps you go through, right? That's why when Samantha reached out to me and talked to me about um, talking about mindfulness, it made sense to me because it's something you practice regularly right here. And in life, generally, as you grow, it's just something you get used to. You try to learn to adapt. So I'm excited to talk about this topic because it's part and parcel of my life and most of us. And it's quite practical. It's our daily. So I'm excited to share views and to share what works for me and also to hear from people what works for them because there is honestly no formula to how mindful people can be or how they can practice it. So, yes, I'm happy to be here. I can't wait to hear from us on feedback and I can't wait to engage with some Auntie Samantha or Samantha, our host. Yeah. So, yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay. Thank you very much for that wonderful intro, Nicole. I am more than delighted to have you here again. And just off the record, you might be forgiven, or you actually are allowed if by slip of the tongue you call me Samantha. But for people out there, Nicole is my baby. She's my niece, and yes, I am her auntie. So I'm way older than her. And that is why she always keeps to the norm of calling me Auntie Samantha. But yeah, we are here today again to educate, to discuss, and to basically deliver it with all of you out there. We are here always to share knowledge with one another because we know knowledge is power and learning never stops. So we all learn from each other on a daily basis. So feel free to invite a friend to tell another friend and come, let's do this together. Yes, let's do this together. We are here right now, and our topic today is centered around mindfulness. Yeah, it was talking about how to find peace, in the busy world. And when we are to start, I want to start by asking Nicole, to tell our viewers what does finding peace mean to you in the context of busy world?
Well, peace means being in a space where you know what's happening around you, but you're able to be zen. By zen, I mean still be present and comfortable with how you are or where you are in the moment. Yeah. So regardless of everything, the turmoil, because there's a lot that happens around us, but peace is the state of you being zen, accepting whatever is around you and knowing it's okay where you are and in what state you're in.
Okay. Yeah, that really actually brings it out. And I wanted to tell our viewers out there a disclaimer that everything we're sharing here are personal opinions. And actually, most of them are based on personal experiences. So do not shoot, do not come for any of us. These are not really facts, but these are, personal opinions or experiences. So feel free to come and share with us and let us know what you actually think about the particular topic that we are discussing today. Before we move on, I would like to apologize to all our viewers out there for the delay today. We were meant to start at 6:30 finish time and 19:30 Ugandan time, but we started 30 minutes late. Our apologies, and we're very sorry for any inconveniences caused. Please forgive us. Like we said earlier, this is a very, very busy world, and we're trying to find peace. Personally, Nicole, I actually want to say that I am almost losing it because I feel like my world is so busy, and I just can't seem to get a grip of anything that I am doing. You have a family, you have books, then you have extracurricular activities. When your son has soccer tournaments over the weekend. They actually had a school day today. So it is so, so much. And that is why when I spoke to Moses earlier, I told him that I'm so excited about this topic today because it actually relates with me. And as I'm here in a bid to learn and take home, certain tips that I can actually use, and
Yeah,
put into practice. Because believe
it's
me,
favorite.
I am dying. One of the tips that I thought about, that could be helpful when it comes to mindfulness is breathing, taking deep breaths. And
Yeah,
on that note, I would like to request you the viewers out there to, be a part of this and do this with me because for me, I feel like I need it. So I'm going to take a deep breath and practice mindfulness.
yeah, but you need to actually hold it in. I think you need to breathe in,
Yeah.
count to four, hold it in, count to four, then breathe out, count to four one time, and it's done. You feel a lot better.
Okay, so take me through. Okay.
So you are going to take a breath in, count to
Yeah.
four as we are taking it in, and then hold it, count to four, and then take it out slowly as we're counting to four. So let's
No.
go. One,
Okay.
2, 3, let's go.
Oh God, that's hard.
No, it's not.
It's
You just
not.
need to hold
Okay.
your breath.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I hope I'll be able to try and perfect it with time. But
Yeah.
before we actually continue, Nicole, let's talk about Christmas because it's now a Christmas, season, and like everyone can see us out there. We are both clad in red. Red is a color of
Oh yeah,
love.
the
Yes,
festive.
we are. We're matching. We're twinning. Red is a color of love, and I just wanted to give a brief, about how people celebrate Christmas here in Finland. In Finland, Christmas is celebrated on the 24th of December, unlike in Uganda where we used to celebrate on. So 24th here is yes, it's a big deal. That is when families gather together, exchange gifts or presents, and then eat together, go to church, and also go to the burial grounds to take flowers for the deceased. And I also wanted to find out from you, Nicole, how is it in Canada? Does Canada
Yeah.
does Canada celebrate Christmas on the 25th of December, or does it celebrate on 24th?
We do celebrate on the 25th, really. So our 24th and 26th are holidays,
Okay.
but Christmas Day is like the day, right?
Yeah.
So usually most workplaces, if you on the 24th and 26th, those
Mhm.
that work are paid double because they're holidays as well. And then obviously Christmas is the actual holiday, 25th.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's
Thanks
quite
for the
merry
clarity.
it's quite merry because I
Mm.
should say compared to Uganda, um it's more recognized. Okay,
Yeah.
like it's the decorations are more pronounced, the festivities are more, they're felt more, the discounts in the stores are massive, so the different ways we feel Christmas is the discounts in stores, decorations on the streets in the stores, and yeah, and people's homes. People's homes
Mhm.
are so lit.
Okay.
Oh my God. On the streets, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful
Beautiful.
season.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's very good. I love Christmas. I'm a Christmas person, and every Christmas I always tell people that I spend a lot of money, buying presents or gifts for people, and then also celebrating my son's birthday. He's a Christmas baby. So yesterday we actually
Yeah.
celebrated his first birthday at school, and then next week on his actual birthday, Thursday, we're celebrating another birthday, and then the 28th we'll have another third birthday at home. So it is,
Wow,
yes,
crazy. 28, there's another one.
yes, 28
Wow.
is another one. Yeah. He always has to feel the love because he was born at the same time as baby Jesus. So yeah, it's a very, very huge, it's a very
Yeah,
huge
he feels the
thing.
love from all of us, the whole world. We
Yes,
celebrate Jason. Oh, we
yes,
celebrate your son.
Yes, thank you. And speaking of celebration, I would like to celebrate one of us. On behalf of Bureau Forum Uganda, I would like to recognize and celebrate our very own Moses, who happens to be our leader, the brain behind Bureau Forum. Sebo Moses, we do celebrate you. Congratulations upon your bundle of joy. He got a baby girl a few months back, and I know, yes, it's not something new right now, but I just want to say officially that we are very proud of you. And as Bureau Forum, allow me say this, that we congratulate you. And to our Mama Bureau Forum, our wifey, please tell her that we do appreciate her and thank her on our behalf for taking very good care of you. Sebo Moses, allow me sing for you Akayimba Kam. Yeah, and then we proceed the show because it's a celebration period and I want to extend my gratitude towards you and celebrate you in a special way. So ngenda yimbira Mwami Moses, si akayimba kagamba, kulika baby, munange kuliko mwana. Kati bakuyita tata kakano. Kuyambye okuze kulika baby. Kulika baby, munange kuliko mwana. Kati bakuyambye okuze. Bakuyambye okuze kulika baby. Congratulations, Moses.
I'm glad I didn't have to sing because my voice would have been
that. That is to you. Yes, to congratulate you upon our baby girl that we just got. Moses is a father already. He's a father to third baby now. So yes, congratulations. So let's continue now with our show, Nicole. To all our viewers out there, today's show is strictly an English one. And for those of you that prefer our Luganda shows, we do let you know, we do inform you that the Luganda shows will be coming up probably after this one. But as you know, we both have English and Luganda. Today's is strictly in English. Nicole, moving forward, yeah? How are mindfulness and inner peace connected?
Well, mindfulness,
yeah.
Well, mindfulness is basically being present in the moment, being aware of things around you. And inner peace is you choosing to because when you're mindful, you're aware about things about you and you're present in the moment, it kind of gives you peace. Because the stealers of peace are basically not being present when you sum it all up. It's not being present in the moment that usually steals peace. So mindfulness and inner peace kind of correlate because it's more so the same thing.
Okay.
It's similar, not the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when you're mindful, you have inner peace because when you're mindful, you're in the moment. And inner peace basically comes from that.
Okay. Would I be right if I said that inner peace also comes from being at par with people, being at peace with others? For example, if one has a hatred for someone or towards someone, then they have, they have that hatred at heart, and they're always having, like anger or bad vibes. But when actually people let go of that hate or anger towards something or someone, then they actually gain that inner peace. Is that right? Yeah.
That sounds perfect because I mean, right now we're sharing because a disclaimer, I'm not professional in any way. What we're sharing, like you said, it's basic experience and what I would know in my opinion, right? And that does sound true as well because I mean, how are you having inner peace when you're not at peace with your neighbor? It doesn't make sense.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. So it is true.
Okay, that reminds me of my colleague Smoggy that had a show, I think last week, and he was talking about something that he said that most Ugandan families actually should not expect or receive presents during Christmas, but rather should perform, like gatherings or meetings and ask for forgiveness. They need forgiveness instead of presents, because some people are in a scenario where they probably pretend to like someone
Yeah.
who pretends to get along with someone, and yet really at heart they have that, hatred for the person. So he was saying that in his opinion, certain families, Ugandan families, should actually just be called upon, to
Like,
reconcile and take akati time ya kutuula twogere
this
tujawopitia
is
kino na
very
kiri.
one.
Yeah, exactly. And
But
actually,
that's true. But
yeah, that's
Christmas, I think for most families that actually gather in
mhm,
the festivities, that I
yeah,
think happens, like either there is too much like tension because
yeah,
family members, there is always those that are not at peace with each other. So
yeah,
there is either too much tension and it's awkward, or there
mhm,
is reconciliation because people cook together. There is
mhm,
actually magic in cooking together because you kind of have conversations and all that stuff. So I think it does happen in some families. They fight or they make
yeah,
up either
yeah.
way. Yeah, along with the
All they do
present.
is break up and make up. Yeah.
Uh-huh, all the time.
All we
That's
do
the
is break up and make up,
yeah, over and over.
And there's this
So
saying
that's
that is that happy meal, happy happy mind, good food, happy mind, something like that. Yeah, when people eat, they feel better
yeah,
usually, and that aligns with
yeah.
what you said, that when families cook together.
They're together because the whole
Mhm.
process is bonding.
Yeah. Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
To all our viewers out there, we are still on Euroforum Uganda with your one and only host, Samantha Elf in Finland. And we are talking about how to find peace in a busy world. Yeah. Invite a friend to invite another friend. We are streaming live on Facebook and YouTube as well. So feel free to join us on any of the social media handles.
Social media handles, yeah.
Yes. Yes, going forward, Nicole, let's talk about why it is so challenging to feel at peace in today's fast-paced life. Why is it so challenging? Like I just expressed my oh gosh, my pain to you
Yeah.
that I feel that I have just so much going on. Why do you think it is very challenging for us to actually feel the peace in this so fast-paced world?
Well, I think it's because I would like to attribute it, I think mostly, not mostly, but a big percentage of it to social media. Well, I
Okay.
don't want to entirely blame it because I mean we have the power to control it in one way or the other. Because
Mm,
I would love to be a social media fanatic, but I'm not. I'm just not. Maybe because I like peace. So
yeah.
it has a way of creating a lot of comparison, and honestly, comparison is one of the biggest stealers of peace. Because I mean, if you're always comparing to the next person, then when are you going to appreciate what you are in the moment, right?
Yeah.
So social media does that a lot. It creates a lot of comparison. You're looking at the most beautiful woman in your eyes, and then it's filters. Well, sometimes they are more beautiful than you, but then we need to be in a space of accepting who we are and where we are. And social media makes it hard. So
Mm,
that's one challenge, social media. Then another one is also, I think, work, right? Because work, it's kind of so much being like, especially because most of us do jobs we don't really love, like we're not passionate about. We might be passionate along the way, but still it's draining, right?
mm,
So work, because anyone I think would rather be chilling in the Bahamas or maybe do minimal work. It's a stealer of peace in
yeah.
most cases, and they take a lot of our hours. So I think work and then social media, and social media comes, I said social media is the biggest because it comes along with others, like not being like being maybe ashamed of your situation and yourself, or not when you're ashamed of yourself, in most cases it's because you've seen better in comparison, so you
Yeah.
start to be uncomfortable or ashamed of your situation, and that causes you to lack peace, because then how are you happy when you're not happy with yourself, right? you're embarrassed about yourself and you're trying to be what you're not because you're ashamed about it. So yeah, I think those are some of the things, and social media is the one that causes most of the other feelings that come along with it. And then also, I think also regret. Like sometimes we do things and we're not so proud of them, right? Because we are human. But some people get to linger a lot on the regret instead of accepting that this happened. And unfortunately, when you do something, it's not like you're going to turn it back unless you're able to, right? But if you're not, living in regret does not help. It only makes you feel bad about yourself, but it does not make the situation any better. So coming up and apologizing so that you can move forward for yourself and the other party helps. So living in regret, having shame, social media and all that, it comes with comparisons. I think those are some of the things that steal away our peace.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Nicole. Sorry about that. Guess what? My Facebook had gotten a little, issues, so I had to rush and find my password and all that. I was like, oh gosh.
That's wow.
Yes. Let's go a little bit to our social media platform. I'm now live on Facebook, and I'm going to be reading out some comments from our viewers. One person says that the host from Finland is very cute, by the way.
And how about the one from Canada? Hello. She's beautiful.
Yes, she is actually. No, I think because you are way older, but okay. Carpo, thank you very much for that. A comment has been received, and then Jeremiah Danduka says they actually are all cute together. Thank you very much.
Jeremiah. Thank you, Jeremiah.
Yeah. And then Jeremiah says that Nicole knows Luganda too, but she may feels comfortable more in English. Yeah. And then another comment says that Aboma Tovu says that Kapo Mietinen, she is married. Okay. And then another Jeremiah says that Nicole was a reserved, classy, motivating girl at school. Damn, you still kept it. All right, to all our viewers out there, thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Keep the comments coming, and feel free to share your opinion and views about the ongoing topic, which is how to find peace in this busy world. We are trying to find ways to help people out there on how they can actually make their schedules, how they can juggle work, life, school, and other things, how they can manage better. So please come out, Jeremiah, Aboma Tovu, and Kapo, give us different ways on how we could help everyone out there to actually help, integrate or move their life much more swiftly without feeling so choked up. Yeah. As we continue, as we move on, I would like us to take a short break and request our maintenance person behind the machines to actually take us on a short break, and we'll be back to continue with our topic tonight. Nicole, let's take a short break. We'll be back.
Okay, sure.
All right. Thank you.
Fevalin Metal Works Limited abakukolera enzigi ez'omulembe mu mbaawo, glaasi oba ebyuma, amadirisa ag'omulembe, zibalukoni ez'abalodi, enzigi za garaje ez'akabi, ebikomera eby'embaawo ne chain link, amakaku eggamba ag'amalako aga klaasi. Tukuleetedde promotion kuula amalungi gye tutuumye katono oba keke. Bw'okola order naffe tukusalirako ebitundu 10 ku buli 10%. Tukkiriza n'ekibanja mpola ate mu katono promotion osobola n'okusasulangako buli mwezi. Emirimu gyo gireme kuyimirira, ffe tujja kukubeererawo ofune ekituufu. Jangu tukugonzeze mu kirooto ky'ekyokuzimba nga promotion ekyaliko. Tukubireko oba WhatsApp ku 0784 59 21 oba kuba direct ku workshop yaffe ku 0752 933 194. Lean Metalworks Limited, crafting your curiosity.
Welcome back from that short break. We are back again on Europe from Uganda with you, our viewers, and our topic today is how to find peace in a busy world. What is peace to you, and what do you think we could do as a community, as a people, to actually improve our lifestyle and also, lessen the so-called busy schedules that we have? Moving forward, we are going to talk about some simple ways to create moments of peace during a hectic day. Nicole, what are some of those things that we could actually incorporate into our, like busy schedules that could help us, like lessen our hectic schedules? Like, what are some simple ways to create those moments of peace during a hectic day?
Well, I think if it's actively hectic and you're in it, right, you can, like what we did, the breathing I think helps, because I mean when you're like, sometimes you even do it subconsciously, like you're stressed out and then things are going all around in your head, you just stop and you're like, right, you sigh. But if you
Yeah.
actually take that sigh more, like take it more seriously and breathe, and then let the oxygen do its thing, because that oxygen actually heals. So you
Yeah.
like breathe in to calm your nerves and do that. Breathe in 4 times, hold it 4 times, and then breathe out so it can like stay. You do it like 2 or 3 times, it will help you relax your nerves, hence calm down from all that, pacing and all going on in your head. So that
Yeah.
helps in the moment when you're actively doing A, B, and C at the same time,
Yeah.
because then it helps the mind clear and re-strategize or think more clearly. So I think breathing helps in the moment. And then also sometimes you need to take a minute and listen. I'll talk about myself because,
Yeah.
like I said, I'm not a professional. I'm just talking about what works for me.
Yes.
So sometimes you take a minute and maybe listen to a song that talks to you, mostly gospel music for me that's a Christian, right? You listen, you can take like maybe 2 minutes or three, and then you listen to this song that calms you down. I love listening to elevation worship. So 1 or 2 songs of theirs on a break kind of helps calm me down, reminds me of who God is in my life, and that
Yeah.
everything that I'm doing is in His control. Like
Yeah.
ultimately, we don't have power, right? So when you remember that there is someone that has more power, that has authority over your life, it kind of helps you to calm down. Because at the end of the day, where are you running to when you don't know, right? So that helps me. So listening to a good song, gospel music helps me, elevation worship mostly, and
Yeah.
then taking in breaths helps to stay calm.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's what helps me in the moment. But if it's like after like maybe a work day and I want to like find my peace at the end of the day,
Yeah.
I also like to like journal. I like to write down how my day has been. I talk a lot on my journal, in that I even fear if someone found it, because it helps. When you put it out on the paper, it makes it more realistic. It's like you're putting it out, and then you're able to see what is happening to you and how you can improve. So when you write down and then you journal, you're able to be like, okay, now this is how I can do next time to make it better. You can write that down as well, or you tell yourself about it. So journaling helps because it helps you put it out from your head and put it on paper. So it's not that stuck and rotating inside your head. So at the end of the day, I journal, and then prayer helps, reading a scripture a day. If it's like hard to keep up with the Bible, a scripture a day is helpful. I have a devotional. If you can get like a devotional book, it helps you to keep tabs on, because it has days from the first day of the year to the last. So you can pick a Tuesday if you're so lazy to go through and find a scripture and follow up. Pick a day and then read that chapter, go through it. So things that are things that are to do, honestly, it's mostly God, is what I can say. So you read the Bible, listen to calming music, journal. That helps me a lot. And then taking breaths.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Those are very good tips, Nicole, that I've actually, grasped from you or learned from you. Journal hasn't been my thing, but actually relate with the music part of it. Music does a
Yeah.
lot when it comes to calming me down as well. In any kind of situation, I always listen to music. And of course, my kind of music is the country music. I love country music. It really does a lot. But there's this particular song that I always recommend people, to listen to. It's thank you God for the blessings on for your blessings on me. Yeah. It's really, really beautiful. Yeah. So music, yes, I do relate with that. It also helps me out a lot, even when I am like pacing around and driving around like a mud chicken. Always play that music in my car to actually tell me that, Samantha, you have this, everything is okay. And before I know it, actually feel much better. I've never tried out the journal thing at all, because I find journal writing more like writing diary or keeping a diary. And like you said, it's usually a risk that in case, somebody gets it or bumps into it, then they get to know all your secrets in there. But like you said, if it does work for you, I'm very sure it could work for someone else out there.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it would work.
Yes. And then I think also things like speaking out to your close, that close person that you have. It could be a friend, it could be a family member, it could be your neighbor, like someone that gets you, someone that understands you, someone that can relate with your situation, and someone that will actually be there for you and make you feel way better, I think, can also actually help in that kind of moment. Yeah. And then for us that have children, if you have children, for me, it does help. But whenever I am in those very, very busy moments, sometimes I just want to hear my son's voice. I call him and say, you know what, mommy just wanted to hear your voice. And that, that does it for me. So, yeah.
That's true. It does help. Well, another thing I didn't mention was working out. Working out helps a bunch, right? Because it does have there is, what are those hormones called? Are they endo something? The hormones that kind of just make you happy. It's kind of like a drug in a way, right?
Yes.
So it bumps you up.
Estrogen, yeah.
It bumps you up in the moment, especially, so you can like kickstart your day. And two things, I mean, not even two, more than two things. You have that hormone that is getting you started, and then you are healthy because you're burning fat, and then your heart, when your heart is pacing, right? And in a healthy way, it does help with your body, general body health, and then your physical health, and then your mental health. So exercise, that's one biggie as well, especially in the morning. I would like, because then it starts your day, right?
Yes.
So working out helps. Like sometimes people take it for granted. People go to the gym or not necessarily the gym, or even at home, wherever they're working out from. Sometimes they go just for the weight or for the, I don't know, for the fit. You go and you're looking nice and, but it's a lot more than that, and it needs to be taken more seriously. And to be consistent is when it makes more sense. So working out helps so much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. But Nicole, working out is
I know you, Auntie Sammy, with working out. That's why
a particular type of people, because for me, working out, I've never gone to the gym, no matter how much I try, but my niece is so good at that. And I just don't know how she does it, but she does it anyhow. And I'm so proud of her.
But at least you like to dance, right? Like it could be another thing. You just play your music and dance around the house. Like when your body is physically active, you just have to move it around, and that feels good. Yeah.
Okay. Nicole, we have someone here on Facebook, Abu Matovo, just sent a message saying the hormones are called serotonin.
Serotonin. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Abu. We do appreciate, and thank you for being there with us. Thank you for being here with us. You actually make us who we are today. We are nothing without you, our lovely viewers. So we are.
Yeah, who would be watching? I mean, who would we talk? Who would we talk to if we can have Abu and the rest?
Yes. Thank you very much, Abu. I was just replying Abu here. Yes. And then what else? What else can we actually think of that could help people, Abu Matova says back on Facebook, he says that I paid for 1 year gym subscription and went once. Matovu, I do feel you, Abu. I am more like you. There was a time actually tried that as well. I went and paid for, what is it called? Yoga classes or yoga sessions. I paid for a
You
3 month.
paid for yoga?
Yes, I did. Because I went once, Nicole, I went once and I loved it. And then I got, like, oh my God, I really love it. I should sign up. So I signed up for a 3 month subscription. And guess what? I never ever went, not even once. So the whole 3 months, just died like that.
That's
And
crazy.
I know. And then another time I tried gym. Yeah. I went with a
Mhm.
friend of mine who like talked me into going along with them. And the first day I was there with her, I think for about 45 minutes, and I kind of liked it. She told me it's good, we should come back again. And I said, you're right. Let me also subscribe. I bought subscription for half a year and I've never gone there. So
That's
yeah.
crazy. No, but I think you should do something
Yeah.
more like Zumba because you like dancing, right? That's why I
Yes.
don't understand why you went for yoga. Because I mean, yoga,
Yeah.
well, yoga is good,
Yeah.
but like, first of all, yoga needs for you to actually enjoy it, to feel
Yeah.
it. You
Yeah.
need to be consistent to be in the
Yeah.
state where you appreciate it.
Mm,
But for Zumba, you just go and sweat, eat off, and dance. That's
yeah.
more exciting. But
You know
yoga,
what?
that's what I'm like, you went
Yeah.
for yoga and you liked it because the
Nicole,
first time it's not fun.
yoga actually, the time I went for it, it was so relaxing. I felt relaxed. The time I left the place, I was like, wow, that is it. That is the real deal. I should go back because I felt good, like internally, and then I had a good night's sleep, and my body was like, like a baby. I felt like a baby. The way you feel after
Yeah.
sauna, that's more like how I felt. So I thought that I would actually do it, but I'm just so lazy usually for such things. I just I just
Oh my
cannot.
God, that's crazy.
So I
Yeah.
vow for you, I always say respect. My girl is always, going for gym. So yeah, that is it. Me, gym is not my thing, but yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And then now moving on, we could say that how can we set boundaries, Nicole, that contribute to finding peace? How can setting boundaries rather,
Yeah.
contribute to finding
Help.
peace? Yes.
Okay.
When we
Well,
set
I think,
boundaries. Mm,
yeah, I think, well, one thing I know for sure is each individual, everyone has to have a level of selfishness because people that don't have a bit of selfishness, I feel they suffer a lot, right? And by
yeah.
selfish, I mean you need to take care of yourself first because otherwise, what cup are you pouring from into others? So setting the boundaries helps you with that, filling your cup.
Mm.
And the question was, how are we setting or how it helps? What was the question again?
The question was how can setting boundaries contribute to finding peace? Do
Oh,
you think
yeah.
that setting boundaries actually helps when it comes
Oh,
to
no, it does.
finding
I
peace?
think
It
it
does.
does help a
Okay.
lot. Yeah,
Yeah.
it definitely helps a lot because people, unless you give them a boundary, they're not going to stop, right? They're just
Yeah.
going to keep coming because people like to drain others. Sometimes they
Mm.
don't intend to because you could have a friend maybe that somehow is always going through things, right? And for you, you've just become their designated problem teller. They tell you the problem of
Yeah.
sometimes people just mentally categorize people into this one is for my problems, this one is for enjoyment, this one is for what. But you can't put that whole burden of sharing problems with this one person, right? Because they also have a life and they
Yeah.
also can't be taking in all that energy every time for you, giving you to feel better. So when you
Yeah.
set boundaries with such people, you could be like, yes, I appreciate that. I love you and I want the best for you. You're going through
Yeah.
A, B, C, and D.
Yeah.
However, it would be nice if maybe when also B, C, and D, because you see her having a good time with maybe Nancy, and then when she's not having a good time is when she's on the phone calling you. Oh, well, I got a heartbreak. Well, or I'm suffering from this. Oh, well, or I have financial issues, A, B, C, when she's talking to you.
Yes.
But when she's having a good time, she's with Nancy. So you can just be clear forward about it and tell her, you know what, I appreciate, I love you, I want to help you.
Mm.
But we need to have a balance here, right? Because
Yeah.
you can't be dumping on me every time. Those are some of the boundaries you can set with some people like that, right? And then also with sometimes family that is too expectant, sometimes family can be too much, right?
Mm.
So by you letting them know that maybe I'm not comfortable with this, especially expectations. Sometimes our families have very, very high expectations that can choke you if you're not careful.
Yes.
So you should be in a position to let them know that, yes, I appreciate that this is what I also want, and this is what, however, this is where I'm at.
Yes.
Because when you set certain boundaries and when you communicate about certain things, it helps you release the stress on yourself as well, which enables you to be peaceful.
Yes.
So you communicate, so their expectations are, they still probably have high expectations, but at least they know where you're standing.
Yeah.
So you can be at peace and be able to move. Otherwise, you're stressed out, you're not moving, and things all just come stumbling down. So it
Yes.
doesn't really help. So yeah, boundaries, I think, are with friends, families, partners, people that are married or are having partners they live with actively or engage with regularly. Sometimes people make mindless remarks and you take offense, but you don't want to talk about it because you feel like, oh, maybe I might offend them, or maybe I don't want to lose them, or things like that, right?
Yes.
But at the end of the day, we need to always speak up because that's the best way we can set boundaries. Tell them A, B, and C. I don't like it when you say this, and then I appreciate it when you do this, so that they get, while you're giving them stop this, you're also giving them I appreciate this. So that it's not a whole attack thing and doesn't make the whole situation uncomfortable, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like, yeah, that definitely helps. Talking about it helps set boundaries and it helps you to have peace as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I can say about it.
That is a very, very good contribution there, Nicole, because in life we tend to want to please people, all the time, and we to forget ourselves in the long run, yeah. And by that I mean there are people that will always be there to actually make other people feel good or feel better or feel happy, and yet they are actually dying inside. I'll give a Yes, I'll give a case in point. Yeah, there are people that I know that might have, very little money on them. Let's say like they have 20 grand. And then they have this friend of theirs that is so flashy and she always wants to, for example, go out every weekend. Yeah. So for
Yeah.
this person that has only 20K, instead of speaking out and telling the friend that, you know what, this weekend I'm going to pass because I'm not doing well. Yeah. So I would rather stay home and, utilize this 20K for survival or to buy myself, a few things that I need. She will feel like she will be degrading herself if she says that. So she actually keeps quiet and goes out with this friend of hers. Yeah. And then in that process of going out, she will spend the whole 20K. And then the next day she's at home. The next day she's at home. Probably she doesn't even have breakfast. Taina mugati, or the kids come and say, Mama, tetuina buto puta wedeo, and actually all the money was spent.
Yeah.
So in brief, what I'm gonna say is that I usually tell people that you either like me or you do not like me, because I am very like point blank. I like to say things like they are. I do not beat around the bush, because like you said, we all need to have boundaries. I will not let someone come and step on me because I want to be nice and appear to be the quiet one, or to be the one that takes in everything. And yet, yes, and yet you're actually hurting inside. So yeah, you're very, very right about that. Setting boundaries, knowing when to say no, and actually knowing when to give in does help, because we all are human beings and we need to have that balance. Yeah.
Yeah, everybody needs to have a balance because
Yes.
you need your cup to be full and nourished for you to be able to give out to others, right?
Yes.
You're right about that whole boundary of that friend, the friend of yours that you said maybe who has 20K and then they want to impress others and stuff like that. Well, that's actually very common. People want to live up to lives that they are not actually in. They want to, the whole trying to be what you're not situation. That is so draining. Like that's the most draining thing that can be, right? Because I mean, you're going to be out there and then you're trying to create this whole, hey, I'm this and this, and then you're back home all by yourself and you're drained, you're stressed because you're exhausted. First of all, emotionally it takes a toll because there you are. For them, they're present in the moment, enjoying it.
Yeah.
But for you, your mind is high and you end up with a change. You're not like enjoying it like you should. And then you're spending the money the equivalent to them,
Yes.
and yet you're not even happy about it, right?
Yes.
So
yes.
it just never ever makes sense. You're never present in the moment because you're not enjoying it. You're going to go back home, you're sad. You were
Yes.
sad even while you were there. Like,
Mm.
Anna, no.
Yeah, that is very right. And speaking about this, it actually reminds me of this situation where, you know, you're dating this guy and then the guy takes you to a very expensive, let's say, place for dinner. Yeah. And then he actually spends that you have a sleepover in a hotel and then you've had like spa and all that. So basically, at the end of the evening, this person is paying about 800 euros, yeah, for the maybe 2 or 3 days that you've been there. And then after, when you get back from the trip, dude asks you for a here, can you please loan me 100 euros to put in my car? I don't have fuel. And then you ask yourself, like, okay, what was wrong with this person? That is what
Wait
we're
a
talking about
minute.
here. Like you're living a life that you actually cannot afford. Because what's
Wait
the
a
point
minute.
here?
Does
3
that
days
even
ago, you
happen?
burnt 3 days ago,
Pause.
you burnt 800, yes, 800 euros, and now you're here, you don't have fuel in your car, you're asking for a loan. What is that? So I always tell people, try to live within your means. Yeah, if you don't have something, you know, it's okay to say that I do not have that. Go to a place that you can afford, yeah, and spend, let's say, 100 euros and save the 200 for next week, for tomorrow. So yes, boundaries are very, very, are very
First, wait, let's
good
go back
part.
to that story a
Yes,
little bit. So
yes.
there is people that men actually that can go and spend like X amount and then ask me they're spending on
To
for
impress
fuel.
you. Yes, to impress you. They take you
And then
out
you ask
and
me,
spend on you. And then after they drop you home, they're like, oh, by the way, you know, my car, you know, my fuel is very, very low.
oh
I've spent all the
no,
money. Can you please
no.
bail me out
That's
for 100?
crazy.
And I'm like, oh God, this is not nice at all. Yeah.
No, that's crazy. Sorry.
Yes.
Let me just I have this, you know, I'm using my phone, so there's this call that's trying to come in. I have to switch it
Okay.
off. Sorry about that. Yeah.
No, it's okay. Yeah. So
Let me
that
just
is
explain
it.
it.
So that
Yeah.
is it. Yeah, it really just kills everything. And then if you don't have something at that moment, just say that, you know what, or this is what I have. Or is someone like people that borrow to buy a phone, for example, Nicole, or you borrow to
Yeah.
buy a present to impress a person, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, why don't you just buy what you can afford so that the person actually knows you for who you are instead of pretending to be what you're not? So yes, boundaries is very, very key in this
Yeah, for peace.
scenario.
It's
Yes.
key for peace. Very, very key.
Yes, yes. Okay, let's just check out Facebook again and see if we have any comments there. But before we do that, let's move on, Nicole, and talk about how gratitude plays a role in cultivating inner peace.
Oh yeah, that's true.
It does. How does
Yeah,
gratitude
definitely.
actually, yeah, how does gratitude play a role in cultivating inner peace?
Appreciating who you are and what you have and thanking God. Like gratitude is such a big thing actually, because if you're not thankful for what you have, one, you're likely not going to get more. And two, if you do get more, you're still not going to be grateful, right? Because then there is never enough. I mean, we all know how life goes. It's all like keeps going. There is not like there's no stop, there's no end.
Yes.
Everything is never enough. So being thankful for what you have, whatever
Yeah.
it might be, because things like life, right? You may not have a healthy life, right?
Yeah.
But then you have at least the financial ability to take care of your health. That's great because people out there do not even have the ability and they don't have healthy lives, right?
Yeah.
Or you might not have financial ability, but you're healthy as hell. Like you're literally like local breed hardcore, but
Yes.
you're broke, right?
Yeah.
So that is also, it's not okay to be broke because we all need to work hard not to be broke for sure.
Yeah.
But while you're working hard not to be broke, you are healthy, you're breathing, you can eat comfortably, right? So
Yeah.
there is always something to be thankful for, like regardless of whatever situation it is, there is always something to be thankful for. Now, especially things that I actually like to, I'll talk about myself and things I'm so grateful for in life that
Yeah.
like, and the things you're grateful for, it's also good to invest in them. Because I mean, if you're grateful for life, like healthy life and all that, you might as well keep investing in it. So it's something you keep appreciating even better. Now,
Yeah.
if you're happy about maybe, because I am grateful for my family, my family is such a blessing in my life, right? Every family has its ups and downs, which is like the norm.
Yeah.
But the fact that you have family that holds you down, that is
Yeah.
something that's, that's unmatched, right? So I'm grateful for family. I'm grateful for the friends that I have because I'm very intentional about the friends I have around me because of the whole peace situation. I can't be having people that drain me like
Yeah.
that, right? Of course, there are times where you need to pick from your cup and put into others. That can be a little bit draining, but that's okay. It's like a balance because you all have to be there for each other. But family, friends, good health, and God. Oh my God, God is something, not someone that I am so grateful to have in my life. God can be in different forms for different people,
Yeah.
as long as it is, yeah, because we have Muslims, God is God still, then Indians and whatever faith. But if you believe in a higher power, that
Mm.
is something that's something to be grateful for. So yeah, gratitude helps. And while you're grateful for that, you have to keep building because now I try hard to build my relationship with my family better. So I appreciate it better. My friends, I work on my relationship with them. My God, I work on my relationship with him. So that you keep being grateful. And the more you're grateful, the more you get out of friends, family, God, and whatever it is you're thankful for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Nicole, for that. You're very right. Gratitude is quite it's quite a huge thing, and it's something that we should all, as human beings, yeah, have. Because when one lacks gratitude, then who are you actually? When somebody lacks gratitude, then it means that that person does not actually appreciate or value anyone else. These are people that tend to see others, yeah, as less of who they are, which is not good. And like you said, when one is grateful for what they have or for who they are, then they learn to also respect and actually value others, the same way.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Mm. So
So
that is
gratitude
very, very.
helps.
Mm.
Actually,
Yeah.
what also getting up like every morning, every time you get up, and then you
Mhm.
start your day with acknowledging what you have and what you're thankful for. It's such a blessed way to start
That is right.
because
Yeah.
then you're not looking at life in the light of lack or of less than. You're looking at it in the light of I am thankful for, not, oh, I don't have this, oh, I don't have that. More like
Exactly.
you wake up in the morning, like, thank you, Lord, for this beautiful day. Or maybe it has snowed outside, it's pretty cold, but
Mm.
hey, I'm breathing, I'm alive, I can go to work. Thank you for the job that I have. I'm
Yeah.
able to feed. And
Yes.
then I can, yeah, you just
I have
thank
no
you.
pain. I have no pain
Yeah, I have no
anywhere.
pain, I'm
Yes.
healthy and I'm
Yes.
bouncing. So yeah, like just start a day and thank God for whatever it is in that moment. And then the
Mm.
rest of the day, just starts it on well.
Yeah, that's very right.
Yeah.
And like you've had it from Nicole, she's given us a very, very beautiful submission about how gratitude actually plays a huge role in bringing peace, into one's schedule. And I just want to summarize that by saying that in short, gratitude is the acknowledgement of what one has, yeah, and the recognition that not everything is taken for granted. It can
Mhm.
help foster positive relationships as well as one's well-being, because in life we cannot have everything, but at least you should always be grateful and thankful for that you have, because one thing that you're complaining about the other does not have. For example, imagine you are complaining, God, how can I have only a pair of 10 shoes? Maybe I have only 10 pairs of shoes. Yeah, you're complaining that this year I've not bought myself a nice pair of shoes, and yet someone out there is walking, barefooted without any shoe at all. So even though you have one pair of shoe, you should always be grateful and thankful for that, because someone out there is actually wishing and hoping they would have just one of that you have. So yes, that is that. Going on, I would like us to now talk briefly, Nicole, about practicing mindfulness, for peace. And by this, I mean that how can mindfulness practices help us stay calm amidst a lot of chaos? As in, how can mindfulness practices help us to stay calm, amidst all the chaos that's going around
Okay, well,
us?
if I'm getting you right, it's more like, because mindfulness is basically being present, right?
Yes.
So you're asking how that helps us to stay calm?
Yes. How it helps us stay calm amidst a lot of chaos. Let's say if you are in a situation where, let's say, you're moving out, maybe outside the house, and then as you're walking, you find a gang of people, probably screaming and fighting each other. And, how does that practice of mindfulness, help us stay calm, even in that scenario of chaos?
Okay, well, basing on that, for example, the example you gave, I probably wouldn't become, like, I don't even know how mindfulness would help me stay calm in that situation, because that's crazy.
Okay.
Like, naturally, I think my body would react. I would probably want to run away, or I would want to, like, just, But I feel like in situations, mindfulness, because I'm trying to see how to tolerate that, right? Because basically being present is just you living every day at a time.
Yeah.
Like one day at a time, and being in the know and aware of it, and actually living it, not just going through it. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yes.
So if you're saying how it helps us stay calm, I'm trying to figure out how to respond to that, and I honestly don't know how. Because
okay, I'll give you another example, Nicole. Let's say you're driving, and as you're driving, you get to a scene where there has been a very terrible accident.
Okay.
Yes, and in that moment, you definitely need to put yourself together. But it depends on how good you are at certain mindfulness practices that will help you actually stay calm in that moment and actually focus and think on what you could do. Because many scenarios, many people tend to always panic. But whenever you have certain mindfulness practices, in mind,
kind of helps you.
Then it helps you, it helps you relate and act more calmly in certain situations.
Well, my mindful practices are breathing in and out, journaling, and then listening to a calming song. But when I've seen an accident, I'm not going to start putting on my radio in the car and listen to a song, right? I could maybe breathe in and out to try and calm my nerves, because it's quite, it takes a toll on someone's mental. Your mind braces and you're nervous, right? So I do breathe in and out to like calm down. But then if I witness something, my thought is always action. Like, what am I gonna do? Kind of thing, right? So I guess it depends on the situation, because when I do list down my mindfulness practices that I do regularly, like the affirmations and stuff like that, in that particular situation, whichever applies is what I can say. Now, in a situation like you gave me, I feel like breathing in and out is what could help you to calm down, and then you take action, because people might need help. You need to call the emergency lines, right? So you calm yourself, breathing out. That's the best way you can do, the easiest and quickest way, and then action.
Okay. In addition to what you've just said, you've actually said it very well, coming from a nurse's perspective. Usually what we do before you actually do anything is always get your phone and make that call, emergency call, you call for help, yeah? Call for more help before you actually go out to help. But one thing that I would actually add on to what you've just submitted is that when you see that kind of situation, you try to talk to yourself, you know? You are there in that moment, you talk to yourself and say, you know what, Samantha, calm down. Everything is gonna be fine. You can do this. You got this, you know? Yes, you just speak to yourself. You speak positivity into yourself to give you that courage, to give you that bravery, because such a situation is actually not easy. And the more you panic, the more useless you're gonna become. So in such in such a situation, all I do usually is I talk to myself and encourage myself and let myself know that no matter the situation, I can do it. You know, I am here and we'll get through that. So that is just what I wanted to add on to what you said. And then definitely after you've done that, you go out to the scene. And then when you get there, you can wait for help as it comes, but you'd go ahead and render the help if needed by anyone, you know, at the scene at that moment. Yeah, yes.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Before we proceed, before we proceed now, I'm going to request Moses once again to take us on a very short break, and then we'll come back for our final submission of today's topic. Yes. We're going to wrap up and summarize. Moses, please take us on a short break. Well, with us here is Valentine's Day, a love party that is going to take place in Uppsala. Uppsala is, what country is this? I Am Human and Queen presents on the 1st of March, 2025, a Valentine's Day and love party. It says that due to public demand, we put the party on the above date. Uppsala, and the entrance fee is 200 kronas. Yeah, special performance by and then guest artists and special DJs. Yep, here you are, dear viewers. Please mark the date on your calendars, 1st of March, 2025. I Am Human and Queen are presenting a Valentine's Day love party. The venue will be at Uppsala, and it's going to be marvelous and special. Entrance is 200 kronas, and the VIP table goes for 3,000 kronas. Sorry about that. That includes entrance and a VIP treat. So for those of you, as in all our lovers out there, feel free to book yourselves VIP tables, tickets, and go and have fun with your loved ones. Remember, love is the best experience. Love is the best feeling on earth. When you are loved, then you forget all the problems you ever had or the problems that you have. Nicole, am I right about that?
Yeah, definitely. It's good to socialize ways of having peace.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Very good. Yeah. All right. To all our viewers out there, we are now wrapping up our show today, and we're going to be talking about, we're going to be getting into the last session, the summary of today's show. We hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for being here with us. We are still on Europe from Uganda. And to all our people in Uganda, I just want to remind you that we have a parenting coach called Janat Nagolola of Mind Your Child in Uganda. So for all of you that have parenting issues, queries, or guidance, questions, you can always link up with Janat Nagolola at Mind Your Child Uganda. Yes. Let's proceed, Nicole.
Okay.
Yes, let's proceed. And as we wrap up, I just want us to talk about how we can actually avoid feeling guilty about prioritizing peace over productivity.
Oh, peace
How
over
do you
productivity.
avoid feeling, how do you avoid feeling guilty prioritizing peace over
Peace over
productivity? Yeah.
Okay, well, one for one,
Mm.
I always choose peace.
Yeah.
Sometimes choosing peace is at a cost, because then you have to let go of certain, like maybe income generating jobs or activities because you rather have peace.
Yeah.
And actually, I'd like to share a verse, right? There is Romans chapter 8, verse 6, and it
Yeah.
says, the mind governed by the flesh is death, but the mind governed by the spirit is life and peace. What that basically means is you need to prioritize your soul, like peace, over material things, because these things are only meant to be like help. They're supposed to just be like, they're not an end in themselves, but they're just a means to an end, if that makes sense. The end is to have peace, then the means are maybe the money, and most people treat the money as an end in itself, which is wrong, and that's the reason why most people are not happy. But if you look at peace and building relationships and mindfulness as the end, then the means are not such a big deal, because money is made, but you have to work hard towards the peace. So what I'm saying is, and that's correlates with the question you asked, right? Of how you're able to find peace, and what did you say? How you're able to find peace and do what?
How is it that how do we not feel guilty when prioritizing peace over productivity?
Yeah, peace over productivity. So in this case, we look at productivity as like making money. In this case, to be practical, it's working. And peace is you just sitting back and finding yourself again. So you don't feel guilty because you're nourishing your spirit. We are all spiritual beings as humans. Like, that's just it. We are all spiritual. That is why people who do acts of kindness and like come up and do that, especially like maybe people that have reached a self-actualization level in their lives, whereby they have achieved everything, but now all they do is put money into NGOs, look for like the needy to give money to, because that's the way of feeding your soul. Like, every human being is a spiritual being, and finding peace and navigating it is the way to go at the cost of whatever else is. However, the thing about it, the whole guilty part of it, is because the productivity is a means, right? Because how are you peaceful and you're broke, like really, really broke? So it's a bit of a balance, I would say, Auntie Samantha.
Yeah.
Because now I'm gonna prioritize my peace. However, I'm not going to be like at zero, right?
Yeah.
Financially, because I'm assuming the productivity part of it is financial, is it not?
Well, it could be financial, it could be work related, it could be anything like productivity, what you feel you are actually putting out there, like gaining. We could say productivity in this case to mean any gain to yourself. For example, if you are being productive by studying, that could also be productivity in a way. So it's not necessarily monetary, but we can relate it to anything that's making you better.
Oh, but that is also because now studying.
Yeah.
Sorry, excuse me. Studying sometimes, because I think that because sometimes we study because we are trying to fulfill our purpose, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And all that is a way of finding peace, because I think as human beings, we all live, what gives us peace and happiness is achieving.
Yeah.
And that is achieving a purpose. You set out a goal. So, and if your purpose is to maybe, if your goal, for example, is to achieve perhaps to have completed maybe your whatever you're studying, right?
Yeah.
Having peace is when you sit your exam and then you pass, you're happy and it makes you peaceful. Am I not right?
Yes. Okay, Nicole, now to help you out on this one, This
Mm.
was mainly when we talk about, remember earlier we spoke about having boundaries, yeah? So
Yeah.
how do you not feel guilty, yeah, over choosing peace over productivity? In this scenario, it is basically the fact that, like you said, that you always choose peace over productivity, yeah? And here we're mainly focusing on, is it okay to actually prioritize ourselves and find peace? Because there's no way you're going to accomplish the studies if you do not have peace. Because peace starts with our mind. There's no way you'll be able to
Yeah, it
read or
does.
concentrate. Yeah, read or concentrate if you actually do not have a peace of mind. So they
Yeah, that's
they
true.
actually they relate.
They come together.
Yes,
And also there is
yes.
no way you're going to like excel. You're not going to
Mm,
have excel if you don't have peace. And then you're not going to
yes,
have peace when you fail, right? So it's kind of
exactly.
like a bit of a dance, is what I was saying.
Yes,
But like by
that's
choosing
true.
peace, I think it would be,
Mm,
for example, if you have work, maybe
yeah.
from you have the option of working from Monday to Monday,
Mm,
and then you're gonna go and go for the bag. You're running after the bag. For you,
yeah.
choose Monday to Monday. I'm gonna work. I'm gonna work.
Mm,
That's insane. Like that burns you out, right? So you
yes.
need to have the mind to choose peace, like to choose to rejuvenate yourself and nourish yourself. So you have to be in a position to choose sacrifice the money for those 1 2 days
Yeah.
and choose peaceful activities, socializing, meet people, and then physical okay, well, I like physical activities, so that
Yeah.
is a way I also like nourish myself. If you're
Yeah.
going to go and choose to maybe involve in like lately I want to go skating. It's something I'm actively learning to do right now. So I go and skate, and then it helps you to like relax your mind instead of you would be working, but you sacrifice those few hours to nourish yourself and socialize and yeah, find ways to get back to your pace. So I don't know if that's what that question means, but I
Yeah.
feel like we need to
I
always
just
prioritize ourselves. Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. And that is very, very true. That was the question was relating more to the one we just talked about,
Boundaries.
where, yeah, boundaries. And I wanted to see where
Okay.
your mindset was when it comes to peace over productivity. And you actually nailed it because you said as well that you choose peace over productivity because it starts with having a peaceful mind before you actually achieve anything
Yeah, that's true.
productive.
That's
Yeah.
very true.
So
Yeah.
yeah, so that is it. Okay. Before we move on now, I would like to welcome Moses. Moses wants to chip in with a brief input. Moses, you're most welcome. Please join us and give us your submission. Thanks for actually being here with us, and thank you for coming in to actually share your knowledge with us.
Yeah.
Moses.
Yes, thank you so much, Samantha.
Okay.
Please allow me share my screen. I've
Please do.
picture here. I would love to. Yes, yes. You see,
Yes.
up there, happiness is a state of mind. You see, this little man here is number 3,
Number
but he's
3.
actually happier than number. And I love this picture. I keep sharing it quite often on my Facebook page. This
Yeah.
speaks so much of what Nicole said, that social media and the spaces around us drag us into their mud, and we end up either fighting cheap battles, we end up competing with people who actually never exist. So with this, I feel in line with the topic of today, that how do we find peace in a busy world? A busy world can be the phrase itself as it is, but there is also a busy world running in our heads. We have a lot of unsorted business in our heads. I mean, we have dreams we've set on paper, and some of these dreams actually have nothing to do with our capacity. They have nothing to do with our real potential. But because you think that whoever comes to Europe must do A, B, C, D within the first 5-10 years, you're actually running. You're running a pace. You're running a race you actually never planned to be part of. But because there is a trend, you feel it's just okay, and it gives you actually a safe space to feel part of that trend. So adding to the show, to the topic of today, I want to speak to someone out there that I've seen, I've talked to people that have inspired people who would actually be inspiring them. But because they tend to get peace from within, inner satisfaction, and being contented with what you have, we are often dragged in spaces where we want to look at things how they would have been, but not how they are. So I feel that if many of us and people around us get to appreciate who they are now and then, live that you have at that time, you might have a lot or have had a lot on your paper. But unfortunately, life does not always offer us what we ask for. I always use it's always a joke that we always place orders for a Mercedes Benz, but unfortunately you get a VTS, and that's what has come to you. Now tune your mind to living with what you've been served as opposed to what you wanted. So I feel as we close the year, looking unto the year that is ahead of us, we ought to appreciate what we have. This picture here, number one is very sad. Number three is very happy. Last night I went out with a colleague at a certain pool table sport. We played a couple of games. We played actually 24 games.
Wow.
And I actually lost. But I left very satisfied and happy. Why? I went well set that this guy was better than me, but I needed to do my best. This is a guy who has played with the best pool player in Norway. And actually, as we played, this guy bumped in. I said, "Oh no, this is my colleague. We played with him for so many years. He's the best player, best pool table player in Norway." So to me, I mean, having lost with a margin of 2 to someone who has played with the best players in Norway, it was satisfactory enough. And I actually already learned something from him. So I want to use this in today's context, that your target might not be getting on top. Your target might not be being better than Samantha or Nicole. Your target could be moving a step, just one step. As others are taking 10, 20 steps, your goal might be moving just one step. Appreciate that, live with that. And as I wind up, I want to encourage us to learn to give compliments. Those we feel that have done something we appreciate. We should learn, we inculcate the idea of appreciating and admiring people openly. To me, I find that very therapeutical, and I find that very enriching to me and the person I give compliments to. You let people know how much they deliver, but you also boost that building relations with people. And this also creates inner peace in a way. I mean, be free enough and comfortable enough and also secure enough to admire people. Give feedback.
You're very right.
This is one of the things that give me a lot of inner security, inner peace, and inner comfort. And above all, confidence. I mean, you don't become lesser when you tell Nicole, "Oh, Nicole, I love the way you express yourself." Indeed, she does. I mean, you don't become lesser when you really give feedback to someone who you feel they're better than you. Thank you, Nyama.
Wow. Thank you very much, Moses.
Yeah.
You all heard it from Moses. Moses is one person that I always, he's one guy that I admire. He does his thing very, very well. And Moses, like you have said, gratitude, it comes back to gratitude. We should always be grateful and also give credit where it is due. I will not add on to that because you heard it from the horse's mouth himself. And he actually said it better than I would have. So let's wrap up our show, Nicole. And when we move forward, I just want us to, summarize, finding peace in a busy world can feel challenging, but it's possible with intentional strategies. And I just want to summarize, a few of them that we have actually gone through today's show. And the first one was mindfulness and meditation. Yeah. Then we have self-compassion, grounding techniques, limit stressors, journaling, like Nicole said, she uses journal writing quite a lot. And then physical movement, like you said, the gym does that a lot for you. And then gratitude, giving thanks where it is due, appreciating people where it is due, and actually giving credit where it's due. And then seeking support, this was talking to friends, your loved ones, neighbor, family, or whoever it could be. And then let go of control. Whenever you feel that something has overwhelmed you, you can surrender, you can give up and say, okay, now this is beyond my control. And take certain techniques of probably listening to music, like we said, or simply breathing in and taking those deep breaths, in and out. They could also be very, very helpful. By incorporating all these practices that we have mentioned into your daily life, you can find peace even in the busiest and most chaotic of times.
Yeah.
So we have been here today, and we have spoken, about finding peace. We hope we've been able to sensitize or educate or share with someone out there. We hope we have blessed you today. And as we wrap up, Nicole, I would like you to give any shout outs, to people, someone you love, your family, or whatever it is, because it's now festive season and it's a season of love. Just give us your closing remarks.
Yeah, well, thank you, Auntie Sammy. So shout outs to family. My family is starting with you right there, right?
Yeah.
My mom's out there. I hope they're watching. My friends, I hope you guys are watching, but those had better be watching. And then to the viewers, I hope to get to know this family better, because I've come a couple of times. This is my third time here, and it's always a pleasure and fun to be here, and I get to learn a lot. So I'm always happy to be here. I hope I get to know this audience a lot better. And I think I would say also regarding peace, finally, maybe one thing we should always learn to remind ourselves consistently is that we always need to be better than ourselves the previous time. Like, just strive to be a step ahead, better than what you were yesterday, instead of comparing yourself to the next person, right? Because everybody's walking a different journey. So I think the best way you can deal with yourself and have peace is strive to be better than you were yesterday. That could be if the financial part is not working out for tomorrow, then look at being a better person, a better friend, a better sister, or empower yourself with self-help books. Like reading, I feel like gives you a lot of peace, because every time you hit a milestone in life, you gain a level of satisfaction that gives you peace. So give yourself targets, like get a book and read a page or two. If you're not achieving financially, you need to achieve every day, right, to be better than the previous day. So that is very important. I think that can help a lot instead of comparison. Yeah, and pretty much it. And then also I'd like to also say we need to learn how to appreciate things that matter the most in life. And as humans, we're spiritual beings, and fellow humans matter the most. They matter more than the material things we're always looking at. So we need to appreciate fellow human beings, their existence in our lives, and also learn how to pour into their lives as much as they pour into ours. Yeah, that's what I can say in conclusion. Yeah.
Wow. Thank you very much, Nicole. And yes,
Yeah.
you spoke of family. You are my family too, and I want you to know I love you so much. And thank you for always coming out whenever I reach out to you. I wish you a Merry Christmas, a very Merry Christmas, and a Happy New
I
Year
wish you a
all the
very
way
Merry
in
Christmas.
Canada. Yes, and to all our viewers there, remember to always try and make your tomorrow better than your today. Yeah, there's a song that says, my tomorrow must be better than today. Yeah, so have that at the back of your mind and strive at making tomorrow better than today. Yeah, if you didn't hit your goal today, then try as much as possible to see to it that you actually do get somewhere the next day, tomorrow. To our viewers out there, it's a very, very huge thank you from all of us here on Euroforum Uganda. Thank you for being part of Euroforum. Like I say always, that without you, we wouldn't be here. So thank you, and thank you once again. We wish you all a very Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year. But before we go, I want to send my shout out to all my colleagues, my Euroforum mates, Jolene in Sweden, Smoggy in Denmark, Esther in Uganda, Janat, Nagolola, and Irene all the way in Uganda, as well as Gibson Uhumza, and not forgetting the one and only Moses, our leader, Moses Mugisha. Big ups to you and maximum respect. Thanks for being the brain behind Euroforum Uganda. We love you all, and we still are Euroforum Uganda. I have been Samantha L. in Finland, and God bless you all. Until next time, we'll see you again. Bye. Merry Christmas.
Bye.
Welcome to Euroforum UG, where we address Ugandans from Europe, USA, Asia, Africa, Australia, and all over the globe. We share experiences, opinions, and expertise on current affairs, educative lifestyle, religion, and family matters. Follow, subscribe, and like our social media platforms: Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok at Euroforum UG. You can also join our live shows every weekend on our social media platforms. For more information, visit our social media platforms or email us at euroforumug@gmail.com or WhatsApp us on +4740 574040. Euroforum UG, communicating with peers.